Hi, guys. Welcome back to Marant's Rants. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. I'm going to be showing you a video right now. I'm going to give you my take on it, but I'm going to let him say his piece first. It's our buddy, Matthew Kors. Let's listen up. Oh, that's him. Yeah, that's his face. Here you go.
Speaking of bad takes, fraud/scams, and overall just generally doing stupid things, there is a lot of drama currently going on in the world of FinTwit, and if you've managed to stay out of it, I'm here to give you the very quick TLDR. Both the DOJ and SEC have been very busy lately. Obviously, not too long ago, they hit Sam Bankman-Fried with both civil and criminal charges, and they're not stopping there. They're now coming after social media pump and dumpers. DOJ and SEC charge social media influencers an alleged 100 million stock pump and dump scheme. Yes, you heard that right. The justice system is now officially coming after social media pump and dumpers. And if you've spent any time on financial Twitter, you're probably going to recognize two of these names. Mr. Zach Morris, who's on the top of the list, and right under that is PJ Matlock. This might come as a surprise, but it is illegal to drum up hype for a very illiquid stock, especially if you bought it beforehand, and then in the hype cycle, as the price runs up and up and up, selling into it to all the people who are listening to you, especially when you're telling the world, no, we're totally not selling. That's illegal. That's a pump and dump. That's exactly what these 8 accounts, these 8 people are being accused of doing. And like I said, if you've been around this is very common in penny stock land. And for this particular group, I mean, we've all seen it happen with our own eyes. When it comes to many things in this world, especially if you're using social media in the world of finance, transparency is key. As long as you're being completely 100% forthcoming with your audience, most likely you're going to be pretty good. Unfortunately, for these gentlemen, at least the justice system is accusing them of not doing so. For those of you watching this right now, especially if you happen to have followed or paid attention to any of these accounts who are being accused of a crime, I would love to get your thoughts. Do you think...
I bet you would. You know, I'm going to stop him right there. Matt, look at your face. Look at the hat you wear. Look at the hair you wear. Look at the headphones you wear. Let me tell you something, bro. You're exactly who we're talking about. You're exactly the type of guy that these guys are. I'll remind you, Matthew, that I've been watching you for over 2 years now. I've been watching you for 2 years. And as I watch you every day talk about a stock that you care about, previous, where you say AMC didn't build you or make you, you and your friends have all skated away. And the reason why you guys got scared, I'm assuming one of you guys knew about these SEC charges that were filed. Some of you guys knew about the subpoenas going around because trade just dropped off the face of the earth overnight. And why? I'll tell you why. Because you guys all claim that you all bought in at a higher price than what it is today, and that you were going to continue to hold, and then that's what you were going to do. But if you're so transparent, and between you and Trey and making millions of dollars off of super chats and trades themselves, you tell me when you were telling people that you were selling in the moment. We had to find out a month later, 2 months later, where you both claim to be millionaires now after the trade. Not during the trade, not the day of happening. No, not at all. You were on the TV. You were in Fox. You were doing interviews, promoting the stock that you were then in turn selling. I don't see how you're still just sitting there scot-free. I might be banned on Twitter, right, for whatever message I put out, but the only message I've ever put out is there's a group of grifters out there. There's a group of people just like you, and you're just like them. There is no difference here. We'll paint you with the same broad brush. You might be transparent today, as you call it, but you weren't a year ago. There's no way. I've been watching you that long. Additionally, when I watch Trey Trades lie the whole way through, I think about people like Boss Blunts, who you were just on a chat with the other day. Yeah, you kicked his ass. I give you that. That's not hard to do, but he should be the one front and center, along with Tony De Niro, along with KC Shaw, along with the numerous other AMC pushers that all do the same thing that you've already done in the past. They claim to buy in at the bottom, and then as it keeps dropping, they claim to keep buying more. I don't believe it. And why don't I believe it? Because they're not buying shares, they're buying contracts. And they're buying contracts, and that's going to be what? The underlying asset is what? They're investors and their shares that they're buying. Keep holding, guys. HYMC is a good investment. We're going to interview the CEO. Yes, keep holding. We're going to be talking to Adam Aaron, and we're going to be putting out clips and videos of everything he's doing. We're going to go to the movies. We're going to go see him in person. We're going to meet him, get a signed t-shirt. All the things you guys do to push a stock to get more clicks, more views, that's the real value. Now, I know the SEC only charges people because of the trades they make, but I'm charging you in the court of public appeal here, just letting you know, the views you get, the clicks you get, the bait you put out there, you've done that for over a year. And now that you've transitioned into this Goonie, as you call it, no more Moon Gang. Hey, Goonies, really? That's what we're doing? You're still in that now? Be more original, but you couldn't be. And I'm telling you, line them all up. Line up all the grifters in front of me. I'll slap them all. Slap them all with some truth. I'm not talking about physical harm. I'm talking about truth. The truth is, all these investments are shit. With the exception of GameStop and the way it's running its business and the fundamentals of this company, you can't see me toe-to-toe or eye-to-eye. But you want to go ahead and point fingers at Zach Morris and these other guys? Yeah, I know who they are. I followed Zach when I had a Twitter, by the way. But you can't sit there and point fingers. You can't. You don't have the integrity to do it. Remember that, Matt. Just because you claim to be one guy today, it's not who you were 2 years ago. And you were in front of the camera. And Trey was in front of the camera. The only thing that you opted out not to be with is when Review Dork, Trey Trades, and Short the Vix, the whole crew, TMI, went down to Kansas City for the annual shareholders meeting. You opted not to go because that's when you separated yourself from the group. But I will not be dismissed to know that you and Trey are not best friends. You and Trey still communicate. You and Trey run a certain way. And why? Because Trey had to go dark. Who gives up their cash cow? Who gives up their YouTube channel and views? Which, by the way, I don't make money like you guys. Not even close. But I know what you guys are making. $1 million, right? A couple of $100,000 a year. Who gives that up without a fight? Who gives that up just because they got 30 negative comments online about holding a stock? No, you gave it up and you got out of the limelight for a reason. For a reason. And I know the real reason. Look at it. Look around you, man. You can't paint it and try to be somebody different. You're still the same guy. You're still the uninformed kid. I loved you when you beat down Boss Blunts last week, 2 weeks ago, because that's easy, low-hanging fruit. But until you can honestly sit there and tell the world what you did, June 3rd, June 2nd, June 1st, every single app that you've pushed out onto people, I don't care. You've pushed out Public, FTX, BlockFi, all of them. I don't even care. You've had these conversations. You've been a great person for this education on the markets. But to do the tuition that we pay with our own pocket is not what you do. You've promoted grifting the whole way through, and no one's going to charge you an SEC filing for that. Nor are they going to charge Trey and or anyone else. But we'll see. We'll see what Box Blunts is doing now with his lit exchange, right? I want to know when people are going to start putting light on this stuff. But hey, you keep making your videos mad about 8 dudes getting charged with the SEC for $100 million scheme. Yeah, they deserve to get there. But so do you. And so does Trey. And so does everyone else that led everyone to the cliff. You guys walked them to the cliff and then you guys drove away. Not Thelma and Louise did off the edge of the cliff. Not at all. You guys drove away in the opposite direction. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. Everything else, you're all full of shit. You included, Matt. Peace.